on the Gianna Volpe Report, brought to you by Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street, Riverhead.
Continuing with the Italian invasion of the North Fork, we talked to Chef Marco Pellegrini from Umbria, and now we've got some local Long Island Italian invasion with Lombardi's Love Lane Market in Mattituck. With Lauren Lombardi. Good morning, Lauren. How are you?
Good morning, Gianna. Good. How are you?
Very well. So happy to have you on the show to talk about, basically, this is the anniversary. Actually, it was in September, 1 year. And I just want to know how it's been. I've had the good fortune to work alongside and underneath Lauren at the market. And so I definitely know what it's been like. Everyone knows Lombardi's from Holbrook and from Up Island, and everyone's excited to have you guys here, and it's been sort of crazy. But how has it been for you?
It's been wonderful. The community has been great. Everything has been just really more than I could even ask for. It's been wonderful. The first year was amazing, and we're looking forward to the holidays coming up, and it's been great.
It was really cool the first Fridays, just seeing the Love Lane sort of come alive. And I sort of felt like the market was sort of like a central hub for all of that activity. It's just been really cool. Like people come in and say, oh, we've got our own little Balducci's out here. And what were you saying, Bruce, that it's sort of more like...
I was going to ask you, Lauren, if you had in mind when you opened kind of replicating the Arthur Avenue market in Mattituck. Because as you walk through it, it's kind of like... Yeah, and I'm sure, Lauren, you've been to the Arthur Avenue market. You walk through there, and it's like something for everybody. All in the vein of the ancient homeland. You know, it's all Italian all the time. And I was wondering if that was what you had in mind when you opened, the way it was set up.
Yes, definitely. I mean, my father is from Italy. My family's from Italy, and basically, you know, when we opened, we kind of just wanted to also pay tribute to how it is there and just bring back everything. You know, a lot of the markets in Italy, you walk in and you see everything. It's really an experience, and that's definitely what we had in mind for the market, and just to bring that all, the sight, the smell, the food, just food everywhere, cooking, work all day long, and yeah, definitely what we wanted to replicate.
Because I was thinking, there was one time I was in the Arthur Avenue market, this is several years ago, before you guys opened in Mattituck, obviously, several years ago. We're walking through the place, and you're watching the older off-the-boat fellas rolling the Nobiles, you know, the cigars. But some guy...
Oh, we should have cigars.
Some guy starts singing the entire aria from O Sole Mio, the whole thing. Not the part we all know, but the whole thing. And the place comes to a screeching halt. Everybody stands there and listens. And they applaud the guy when he's done. And I'm wondering when that's going to happen. And it was just a guy off the street.
Oh my God, it's going to be May, Bruce.
When it's going to happen over at Lombardi.
We listen to the Italian like Mambo Italiano.
Yeah, the
Pandora.
pop songs, the No Blue de Pinto de Blue, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But this guy was like opera. I'm like, pardon me, in the Bronx?
Yeah, we definitely need to make that happen.
You know, you need to, you know. But I just thought it was really cool. And you know, I've been in your store. It's fabulous. It's all things Italy, which I'm into.
It always surprises me when someone manages to come to the counter with one item. That it like rarely to never happens.
How the hell do you do that?
Maybe it's their third time there.
Yes. It's like, right, it's their third time there that day, and that definitely happens on the regular. Like, oh, I'll be back for dinner, just came for lunch.
Did you have any idea when you guys opened how popular it would be and how much of an impact you would have on Mattituck?
I didn't. I definitely was surprised, happily surprised, but it was just something that, I just thought it would be a perfect fit, but I didn't know there was such a kind of absentee place. There was no place for fresh Italian food.
This is something that's been like, and even just a good market in general.
But think about this. I mean, trying to think of like the nearest things that could qualify as an Italian market on Long Island.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know.
Lombardi's in Holbrook.
Well, yeah, Lombardi's in Holbrook. Before that, there might be I think Pastosa in Deer Park or Babylon. But there's not terribly much, and there's a couple of places in Hicksville. But that's you got to go schlepping up the island to get to Hicksville. It's not around the corner.
Well, and even just like especially in Mattituck and on the North Fork, people have been needing a market, just in general, and the reason why Lombardi's is such a good fit. I remember when I started there, I read like our whole manual, and like the focus on customer service was the one thing that was sort of absent in the former market that was in the same place. People, the one complaint that I heard from people was that, I would go in there and I didn't know, no one really helped me. And so Lombardi's is completely different. There's a real focus on customer service, and like the slogan is, reputation is everything. So, taking the food that seriously, like people see that, and they have definitely responded.
So now the block that you're on, Love Lane.
Yes.
You got an incredible mix of merchants on that street. I mean, you go from Hardware Orlowski's down the end of the block. You got the Clothier. You got you guys. You got. I mean, that's an incredible mix of merchants, and it's a very pretty street.
Oh yeah, very picturesque. Beautiful.
Did that go into what besides what went into the decision process to go to Mattituck?
Oh, I love this. This is the story I really wanted to hear Lauren tell.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the restaurant business, and we were closed on Mondays. And on Mondays, my family and we would come out to the North Fork. That's what we did. And so I grew up, being in that environment and really seeing the North Fork grow to what it is today. And I remember maybe, 7 years back, before it was Love Lane Market, before it was redone the first time, and I guess it was the original market, I remember going down that street and just always thinking like, oh wow, this would be a great street for a market, an Italian market. And then things just kind of happened the way they did, and the space became available eventually. And I remember seeing Coming Soon, Love Lane Market, and before, the market before, and experiencing it when it was there. And I fell in love with it at first sight.
So where did you grow up?
I grew up in Miller Place.
Oh, okay. Not that far. Not that far
at all.
No.
No. Only because, but you didn't grow up in the 5 East End town, so you were up island too. So as I was, but now, and you lived in Brookhaven. So how much but you grew up, but you came out here every week, huh? So I was going to ask you how much of a culture shock the whole thing is from someone who grew up the island, but you didn't grow up that far up the island.
No, she's right there.
Yeah, it's definitely not, a culture. I feel like I grew up there.
I feel like this is like, it's like a long time coming, and I think it's so cute because it's like they have the same initials, Lauren Lombardi and Love Lane. It's like meant to be. You know, like that's what I think is so cute, and I love the reputation that Lombardi's has, and just how happy being there makes people. When people come in and they're just like, when I saw that you were opening up out here, because a lot of people are from up island and move east. And they're just like so excited. They're like, we couldn't believe that there was going to be Lombardi's here.
Yeah, I definitely experienced that when we first opened. I saw familiar faces that I hadn't seen in a long time from our other store, and they're like, oh, we moved, to Orient. We retired. We moved, we live in Southold now, and,
That's so
we're
amazing.
happy we don't have to drive so far anymore.
So what do you,
Yeah,
what's coming in the next year? What would you like to work on, to strengthen, is there anything that, any new projects that you're looking at for this next year?
For the next year, we definitely am always trying to think of just another way to really work with the community and really work on projects that I can kind of bring people together and experience our food and really learn. I love to teach, so I'm hoping to do some cooking classes this winter.
Cool. I'll be there. I'm coming.
In the store. I'd like to do them in the store.
Oh
so.
my gosh.
You know what you could get rid of, by the way?
What?
Eggplant.
Oh, Bruce doesn't like eggplant. Isn't that weird? He's Italian and well, all right. I don't care for olives.
How can you not like olives?
I know.
Excuse me, Lauren.
And you know what? And I organized the
What's not to like
olives.
about olives? You don't like cracked olives?
I don't know.
You don't like black olives?
I don't know. I'm learning. Okay. It's really shameful.
It really is.
All right, but you don't like eggplant, okay?
Excuse me. I have to turn my back.
and now
Line at a good
and now I have to turn my back. Look.
Oh my God.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I will definitely be at the cooking classes this winter. Excited. We'll be talking more about them as you announce. Thank you so much, Lauren, for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. When we come back, we will be talking to Ed Romaine.